What's good, everybody? I go by S.C. Marley. So tonight, y'all tuned into conversations with our city. Um, yeah. So, about to see how this go. What's going on? Um, just wait for Uptown EXO to get on the live so we can start this conversation about multiple topics that's going on, influences and things of that nature. What's good, Mako? Oh shit, my fault. How I do that? Oh, how everybody doing though? All right, there you go. What's good, everybody? What's going on, man?
Hold
How
on.
you? All right. Oh, this joint just froze a little bit.
Yeah,
What's going on with you,
what
man?
it do?
Man,
Coolin',
chilling.
man.
So I guess for the people that don't know who you are, you mind introducing yourself?
Uptown XO, 1/3 of Diamond District, man. Got a lot of classic DC music out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you
True,
don't know
true,
me,
true.
you should Google me. Check me out. Got the new album out, Culture
Mm-hmm.
Over Corporate, classic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So I guess the first question I want to ask you is
yeah.
how long you been doing music? This for me to know how long you been doing music.
Man, like since I guess like 2000. How long I've been rapping? About like 2000. Yeah, 2000. Started rapping.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what's some of your musical influences? Like, who
Uh,
inspired you to actually want to pick up a mic and rap?
Man, Biggie Smalls did that. Biggie Smalls, Tupac, DMX. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah, X was hard. He was
Yeah.
hard. Pop was too. All three of them was. That's a good three right there. So
Yeah, them the main niggas. Yeah.
yeah. So what was your um I say what was the first thing that you actually like wrote about when you first like wrote your first rap?
Like struggle shit.
Mm-hmm. Basically city shit. Basically city shit.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was fucked up with my mother, and I was
Mm.
writing some shit along them lines. You know what I'm
Yeah, I had to start somewhere. I feel you. But why culture over corporate? Why title with that?
Cause shout out to my brother Alain Bilal. I had the Elu movement with him going. Everybody ain't like us. Everybody ain't like you. And I was seeing how that
Yeah.
acronym, it meant something. You know what I'm saying? And it meant something.
Mm-hmm.
And people was taking on to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't like us. Everybody ain't like
Yeah.
you. Everybody was taking on to it. It was like it was motivational. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna come up with something else
Mm-hmm.
and have more depth into it. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
So This
Yeah,
is
yeah. That joint was deep though.
it's not even
It
about
was
the
deep. It's a lot of.
what you say?
Oh no, you go. My fault. You go. It.
It was like I wanted to come up with something that was like motivational and to make people do things that's job beneficial for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Culture over corporate. It's like the corporations. They want niggas to. They want the artists to influence the people to be able to buy shit
Yeah,
that's not beneficial to them in the long run. At the end of the day, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So this is like a counter for that. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than the music. It's really um, I'm promoting the mentality that we should have. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah. Like what I got from it was like when I heard it. Of course, I'm gonna go back and listen to it more. But
Yeah.
like it just got like a real like jazz like kind of like '90s like feel to it. So like as
Yeah.
I'm like listening to it, it's like a lot of it like I feel like it's really something for everybody that's in the city. Like so when I actually sat and listened to it, I'm like, damn. Even with the song CC, so I had to
Yeah.
start it over. I had to start it over because I was thinking you was talking about something else, but then when I thought about it, I'm like, it stands for Chocolate City. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So like once I started to listen to it more, I'm like, all right, this like some next level, but it's like grown man shit. It's not like little
Yeah.
boy shit. You get what I'm saying? Like every artist got their stuff where they talk their shit, but it is good to have like a balance of where like you actually motivating people too, and that's what I really got from it. But the thing I really liked about it the most is like it's just like city shit. It's really like city shit that like you gotta listen to and you connect with it real heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I am gonna go back to listen to it more because I don't want to just go off like the first listen, but it's a lot of good
Yeah.
songs on there too.
Thank you, bro. For
Yeah,
real.
no problem, no problem at
And it
all.
was like the culture over corporate mentality. I figure I got to come out with a book. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a
Mm-hmm.
mentality that's like, all right, um, everything that I got on, it should
Mm-hmm.
be, from somebody from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the black Wall Street blueprint is the culture over corporate mentality. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And it's like we dead nigga try to Tulsa, Oklahoma nigga now. You know what I'm saying?
facts,
Basically, you know what I'm
facts.
saying? So it's like this is the blueprint to the new Black Wall Street in every city. Um, in every city where it's like a Martin Luther King Jr. or Martin Luther King or Malcolm
Mm-hmm.
X Boulevard
Yeah,
up New York. You got Malcolm X and MLK in Southeast. You got MLK down in Atlanta. You got MLK down in LA in the hoods. So it's like
yeah.
they killing us and then they give us a street.
Right.
It's
So,
like it's
all
like
right.
it's
So
like
let
it's
me
like
say
they
this.
killed us. They killed us
Mm-hmm.
and they gave us a street again.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
how you feel about how you feel about them naming the street in the city Black Lives Matter?
Um,
Since you was already got like on that topic a little bit, so that's
yeah,
why I told you on that.
man. It's like to me, I just feel as though, man, like I'm trying to wait till this shit. They out there, Willie and shit.
hmm
OT is like, I felt as though, man, I knew exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Because you see, that was a distraction to
Yeah,
get
it's like
people
it's something to pacify us, basically,
to
for
look one way while she fund the police. You know what I'm saying?
real. Hmm
This way, look that way while she at the street she named for us, while she fund the police that way behind our back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we
hmm
find out and be like, damn. So, um, it's like the government is the godfather. That's the extension of the mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like once you working for the government, you know what I'm saying, and you
Yeah, that's
up
what it
there with the
is.
godfather, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what you got to answer to. So the hits that's put out, the godfather putting hits out. These people was putting hits out. Now they with the government. Now they the police officers is the hit men that's
Yeah.
working for the mafia, the government for real. That's
hmm
putting out hits on certain people. This last particular hit was a knee jerk reaction. Almost when you hit the knee and it react like that,
Yeah.
it got everybody to react.
Yeah, the way that so it's like it's more so like it was a strategy for like stage. Because you notice since all this been going on, ain't nobody really saying nothing about the coronavirus for real, for real. But
I said
me
about to
being me,
say
yeah, me being me, as
now.
far as like that, I don't really like. I feel as though that the virus may be real. Signs that it's documents saying that the virus was around way before now, so it's a different strain.
Shit.
I feel like the virus, people catch the virus, but they don't necessarily die from it. They die from what's already in their body. Like if you got a weak immune system, say like people who got like sickle cell or people that got diabetes or like health issues, I feel like the virus make that worse. And I also feel as though they lying about some of them numbers of people who caught it. Because there's a couple people that went to go get tested at the hospital. They say what they feeling, but the doctors are automatically right off that, oh, they sick because of the COVID-19. Well, I call it the Rona. We call it the Rona. So like automatically that's what they sick of. So I feel like, oh, that's just a big scam for something else that's going on. It's real, but I don't think it's as real as they making everybody like how media playing it to hype it up.
And then it's like for the people that can do the math and shit, right? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like, all right, after all these people start, uh, after all these people protested from city to city,
yeah,
if the numbers should jump up at that point, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Facts.
The not only the numbers should jump up, but before the numbers jump up, the symptoms should
Mm-hmm.
jump up in the people before they
Facts.
even go to anybody to be tested to say that they have it for the
Mm-hmm.
numbers to jump up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So everything is math. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you do math or when you consume truth, the way like a
yeah,
mathematician would consume truth, it's like you need evidence consistently. You know what I'm saying? Or you need a certain pattern. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I knew from the information that they was putting out there, it wasn't enough sources of information to consider what they were saying the truth. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Facts.
And there wasn't enough proof and evidence and shit. But a lot of people, um, they were just like a lot of people that's not in the knowledge or don't have this sort of mentality, which come from
Yeah.
like just being I'm a connoisseur of information. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think different than like people in hip hop, in rap, think different.
Yeah.
Artists think different. So versus people that's not even artists,
Just
they don't
humans,
have.
period. Everybody just think different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're not an artist or you're not a creator or you're not an entrepreneur, you may consume truth differently. You feel what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can hear truth from one source of information, and I can be like, "Oh, cool," because I heard it from this guy told me. But it's like, nah, like thorough niggas and thorough thinkers,
Yeah.
creators that think shit out, things before they put their own product out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts.
It's like we think different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people who aren't creative, who are part of the workforce, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? It's like niggas gotta they fell for it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody was
Facts.
on some backup. Grandmothers was telling their grandkids, don't hug me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like each one teach one, man. That's what we gotta
Mm-hmm.
do. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm
I
tired of
agree. So, how you feel about Because this was something that I've been noticing that I've been seeing a lot, and it just like irritated me a little bit. Like, so how you feel about all the people that's like, black people lives don't matter to black people until somebody white kill them? How you feel about that?
you say black people lives don't matter until
Yeah,
some
it's been a lot of people. You know how like ever since the killings and stuff been going on. Well, technically, police been killing us way before any of this. Like white people been
someone
killing
like the
us way
black on
before.
black crime type shit.
Yeah, like they try to throw that. Like as soon as it's a situation where people coming together, the first thing everybody go to is that like, black lives don't matter to black people until somebody white kill them. How you feel about that?
Well, you know that what they say about the devil's advocates, you know what I'm saying? They gonna
Yeah,
advocate for the devil himself.
yeah,
So no matter what a person do for the positive, knowing that they in they right frame of mind to do what they do,
yeah,
you always gonna have them people that's gonna advocate for the devil, you know what I'm saying? And say that little BS.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So it's like it's just best not to really even feed into it for real, basically.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like the people who are actually on the basketball court
Mm-hmm.
scoring, the people who are on the basketball court on the field
Yeah.
who practice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like, come on now, we practice, we practicing, we in the field, and we scoring. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, come on now, we can't listen to the people on the sidelines that's not
Yeah.
even scoring. They not even in the game. They
Mm-hmm.
commentating on the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's like the best like like perspective as far as like the like that I like received since it's been going on because it's like for me it's like all right cool like I'm like bro like you never hear it's no offense to nobody. You get what I'm saying? It's just I'm for my people, just like other races of people for their people. I'm for mine too. It's still stuff that I feel as though we gotta get together, and it's still stuff that I'm working on as my for myself to be better. But it's like you never hear a white person when it's a situation right of when it's a situation, say it's a white person that get killed by a black person, you never
Right.
hear white people. Or I know white people don't be like, oh, what? But white people need to stop killing white people too. It's like out of everybody, every race of people kills one another, and it's not right. You get what I'm saying? It's not right, but at the same time, they glorify us the most. They make it seem like we these animals and this, that, and the third. But y'all love our women. White women love black men. It's like they love everything about black people in general but it's like y'all try to make it seem like we the worst people on the planet.
But you know what though? Even when Cain killed Abel, right?
Mm-hmm.
We remember mostly what Cain did. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The story is really about Cain and how he killed his brother. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's still just like relevant today. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
where,
you right.
where it's how uh, it's always kind of one sided, and the bad guy gets just like more the attention than the
Mm-hmm.
good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The bad guy get more influence than the good guy. You know what I'm saying? So we still dealing with the Cain that has just like magnified in his own spirit.
Yeah.
That Jah like went against the spirit of Abel. You feel what I'm saying? It's his own brother.
Yeah. Facts.
It's only one human race. That's mathematics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's only one people, meaning we all got 7 holes in our head and the circle right here, and we all got a belly button right here.
Yeah.
Everybody got 2 nipples right here. Everybody got armpit hairs that go out right here.
Mm-hmm.
The same species. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the division in that is just like, racist people, they just like retarded.
Yeah. That's how I
I
be
try to
feeling
tell
too.
people like racist people, racism is the new form of that's the real retardation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Autism is autism. That ain't got nothing to do with being retarded or whatever. The
Yeah.
real word for retarded is racism. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
these people will bite their own hand off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The people that lent them a hand, they'll bite the hand that feed them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Native Americans came through. And it's that spirit. Not even speaking on white people, but that
Mm-hmm.
spirit. You feel what I'm
That's an interesting way to look at it too, though. So
saying?
have you been out? Have you been out to like any of the protesters or stuff, or you just chose to like? How you feel about that, man?
Yeah. uh, I haven't been to the protest, young. You know what I'm saying? I was down there by the jump. I seen it, but it's like I was over there for another reason. But I
Mm-hmm.
so happened to be down there. And then when I was down there observing and seeing what it was.
Yeah.
But just like what I said in my poem, it's like this though. Like um hmm, how can I put this? If you got a bully, right? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And the bully is at school, picking on the kid,
Mm-hmm.
picking on a group of kids. You know what I'm saying? The group of kids, they don't stand up for themselves and fight for what's rightfully theirs.
Yeah. Facts.
Their lunch at lunchtime. The bully is taking the kids' lunch at lunchtime. So the kid is doing everything but standing up for himself. He's going to the teacher, and he protested to the teacher to make the bully stop. The bully still didn't stop. He went to
Mm-hmm.
the counselor. He went to the principal. They called the kids' parents in. The parents
Mm-hmm.
sat the boy down and tried to have peer mediation. None of that worked. The only thing that's going to work or that works when you talk about respect is self-defense. And
Big facts.
without self-defense, there is no respect. So with the people that don't know how to defend themselves, or like a
Mm-hmm.
child that doesn't know the concept of just like, no, I have to defend myself. Almost like back in Africa, they called it the rites of passage. The way as though like you had to like go through certain things in order to
Yeah.
be considered a man. You feel what I'm saying? Based on how we grew up, like like in the early '90s, late '90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
we come from that era where it's like rites of passage. You hear me? Like
Yeah.
you
You
can't
get your
even
stripes. You
if
have to
you
get
don't
your
have
stripes.
this a certain living in certain areas, if you don't have a certain concentration of
Mm-hmm.
I won't even call it gangster. I just call it thoroughness in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, like thorough meaning like how we saying about consuming information. We're gonna do a thorough
Yeah.
check. We're gonna fact check everything. So on the other side, when it comes to being thorough in defending yourself or standing your ground, it's like I'm not letting nobody slide with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we all, most of us come from that. The ones that are before the social media era, where
Mm-hmm.
information was more accessible, and to even know better back then, it's like you had to have the actual experience, real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You actually
Mm-hmm.
saw, you actually was there. It wasn't like you learned on YouTube like a lot of these kids do today, or you learned through a song, or you learned through a movie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you once you reach that certain level of self-defense or stand your ground,
Mm-hmm.
then you can actually go outside and have fun. That's how a lot of us grew up.
Yeah.
When the people stand their ground as a people and learn that concept, because everybody's throwing the bully word out now.
Yeah.
Bully
Yeah, and
this,
like
bully that, bully
the
this.
internet bullying and all that little stuff like that. I'm like, how could somebody bully you on the internet? Like, you know what I'm saying? It just be weird to me.
Exactly. It's like everybody throwing the bully thing around. Like no, like
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, it was bullies, but the bullies actually shaped your character because they
Yeah.
made even you step into
Being the man that
a
handling
place,
your
but you
business.
didn't even know where you was. And
Yeah.
then when you set that tone, then it's like people respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
like now people know not even to cross you or come at you like that,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what to expect based on what you already done. Not saying
Yeah.
that it's not going to be more tests, but at least people know what to expect. Now we can be tested, and they know what to expect based on our lack of self-defense. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
the nigga can look at a nigga while his neck is on a nigga, and they say, "Hey, that's wrong. You doing
Yeah.
something wrong." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nigga can look and say, "Damn,
Yeah.
fuck you. What you gonna do?" Matter of fact, back up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
that spirit. You know what I'm saying? Has been taken away from us or whatever, and they lock a lot of good brothers up that have that energy
Yeah. They took it. They
that
took
could
us.
have taught that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like we missing that. We missing that person. So it's like, oh, those particular people. But it's like, cause I went to more so see like what was going on. It's just something that I felt within myself because like of course, like I got like a past of like doing certain little stuff. Like it was this little thing called LDC. So I used to go to like certain little places and like protest about stuff as far as like helping people get their jobs back and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like I went and it's just like I more so was observing everything that was like around me. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, what is this? What are y'all really out here doing? And of course, you could spot the people that's just here to be a part of something. You could spot the people that's not really
They
with it.
not
You
with
get what
it
I'm
like
saying? For real,
every
for real.
single day. They life is not dedicated
Exactly.
to it.
Exactly.
Not only is their life is not dedicated to it, if it so happen that they
Mm.
put their life on the line, they may be at a crossroads
Yeah.
with they self like that. Am I ready to let go of the materialistic things that I'm attached to for
Exactly.
what I
And
believe in?
then
You
you
know
could
what I'm
tell
saying?
who was really you could tell who was really ready there to start the go straight to war with them. You get what I'm saying? and then you had your little weird. It was I don't. You had your weird motherfuckers that was there too, just like on some weird shit. I'm like, bro, like it was a dude that was there basically trying to start something with the protesters. How you there to support what's going on, but you telling them to stop saying what they saying to the police? You get what I'm saying? So it's like it was just weird and like how like the snipers was everywhere and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, like then there was another dude that was there saying he got I can't breathe mask. He got the face mask, right? I said, oh, what you giving him out? He told some nah, man. Like he got a whole attitude with me and packed this stuff up and left. I'm like, bro, like you out here trying to benefit and get money off of
Yeah.
something, off of somebody losing their life when you should just actually really be here because that's what you feel you feel how you feel about this cause. You get what I'm saying? You supposed to be here for something more. You here to make a profit off of it. So why are you here? You get what I'm saying? So it
Right.
was just like a lot of weird energy, and I was like, man, like it's just like people just lost. People just lost for real, man. Like
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
it.
in the school of life,
Mm-hmm.
it's like most motherfuckers is gonna fail. Most motherfuckers have already dropped out when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
the school of life. In real
Yeah.
school, niggas seen what happened to the dropouts and shit. Some of the dropouts, y'all like
Mm-hmm.
came up in the world. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people that got eight, that was eight students, valedictorian, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was good. They was good in the school institutionalized, but then when they life started, the school of life started, they started failing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Life hit everybody job hard, man. Like after, yeah, life after high school just been crazy. You get what I'm saying? Like
right,
way crazy, and it affect everybody in a different kind of like way. But you right about that though. Like a lot of people job like fella, man. Like it's
yeah.
crazy.
And they got to be on some A student shit when it comes to the school of life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Cause it's like I feel like we learn more. I feel like we learn more from like life than we ever learned in the school for real, for real. Like being out here in the world, like you just learn a lot just in general. So
Shit.
especially being from the city, like regardless of what side of the city you from, like you gonna learn life gonna hit you a certain type of way, and you gonna have to you either gonna man up and adapt to it, or you just gonna fail, man. Like a lot of people, it's a
Right.
lot of people that I thought would have been like further in life as far as like a lot of little stuff, but it's just like when life got to them, it's just they weren't built for it, or it's like they couldn't really cope or like know how to deal with it for. So,
Yeah, and right now it's like ain't no excuse not to win because there's so much information
mm,
out here. You know what I'm saying? The way we grew up and had to consume information, like even up until recent. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation, they just like more privilege. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, in fact, man, I stay saying that.
Like
I stay saying that.
having to go to the library and get the go look in alphabetical order, and the book you're looking for may be gone. You may have to come back next week to see if the person
Mm-hmm.
that used the book check the book back in for you to even get the book to even do what you got to
If,
do with the book.
yeah,
You know what I'm
even
saying?
if they even brought it back in the week, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
just like I like the fact that it's like a lot of the like younger kids benefit more like shit like a lot of us had to work hard to get like a computer to record music or to learn how to do this. Like now it's like it's programs that teach kids how to do engineering. It's like programs you could be in for school. They give you a laptop that got everything on it that you need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I'm still beefing with my old high school. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't have a pool then. I could have learned how to swim back then. But now that they built the school over, it's a pool in the joint. There's all these different things. But it's like, I mean, I'm glad that the younger generation, got more of a head start than we did, even though we had to work harder. So to us, it's like we may appreciate it a little bit more than what they do. But like, I'm glad that it's like, we basically had to be the guinea pigs in order to set the blueprint down for them to actually do what they want to do and doing now. That's how I try to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it seemed like the more convenience things come, the lack of appreciation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So even when it comes to a person protesting for their freedom or their rights,
Yeah.
that's too convenient. You know what I'm saying? Which
Mm-hmm.
is why it's just like you may have the people out there, they don't even know what they fighting for, job like, and don't even appreciate the freedom that they even have now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appreciating the freedom, man. I appreciate it, so I'm gonna pray to God and I'm gonna like thank God about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
That type of appreciation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Because
it's
it ain't
like
just on the day of the month.
and then it's like when a person um don't appreciate nothing, they start treating things that way like they don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like we have just been treating each other like we don't appreciate the freedoms that we have as a people and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we've been treating each other like fucked up. So it's like it be certain wake up calls or ass whoopings and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they say, like when we do it, it's alright. When they do it, it's not alright. You know what I mean? It's not
Mm-hmm.
alright on both ends and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do we appreciate our life? You know what I'm saying? Are we thankful for it? You know what I mean? A lot of the youngest,
Yeah.
man, they lost, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I know they using music for real.
Yeah.
They
But it's
using,
like, I feel like
yeah,
it's like they're using it as an outlet to express how they feel. Because it's like I like it's like even like when we was younger or like younger than what we are now, like we went through some of those same things, you get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I mean I ain't really had like a I had certain people in my life that'd be like, all right, Mo, you probably should try to do this way. Like, don't get too caught up in this. Like, actually focus on this. And they was like certain like role models to me in a certain extent. But it's like a lot of people don't got role models, and a lot of youngers get caught up in the fact like, all right, this nigga don't know what he talking about. I'm not about to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get caught up in thinking we
They
know
be on the
everything.
rappers. They be on the rappers. That's what I'm saying. The
Mm-hmm.
corporations, I know that the corporations was using the rappers and the rappers' influence to make people, to control people's actions, literally.
Yeah,
That's the power that niggas had.
yeah,
With Jay-Z, when Jay-Z said to change clothes and Woody Wob, and the niggas started wearing jerseys and niggas started wearing button-up jumps and the niggas was on some
yeah.
grown man shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no problem going to the club with some dress shoes on, because Jay-Z already made it cool for a nigga to go to the club with some dress shoes on with D-Wop.
Yeah,
So it's like, but once they figured out that power, they started using that power to make niggas buy more liquor, buy more alcohol, and shit like that.
yeah,
That's why the culture over corporate shit is like, nah, I got talk. We got to talk about shit that's at least gonna make the people benefit themselves. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And the shit that the corporation be pushing rappers to make people buy. A nigga make a song about a product, and niggas buy the product, whether it be Ace of Spades, whether it be Ciroc, whether
Do
it be
say,
Velvy, do
yeah,
say with the wop. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's not a product that's as beneficial for an individual.
yeah.
It's like a sea moss would be. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts, facts.
Like an elderberry would be. So it's like we
But
know.
I
Yeah,
noticed a lot more people been getting into CMOS and stuff though. Like probably like over the last couple
yeah,
months, even like before the virus came, like you know what I'm saying. Like a lot more people
yeah.
been trying to get into it, like and really like looking into certain things that Dr. Sabi like was talking about just in general. So that's the thing that I like. I see it more on my timeline than anything than ever. Like you know what I'm saying. So I feel like the virus job like got some pros to it because it's making some people wake up like, all right, I gotta do better with my health and stuff like this. So
Yeah,
that's cool. But so
definitely.
how you feel about the DMV music scene?
I love it.
Mhm.
It's like that. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everybody doing their thing. I'm glad to
Yeah.
be a part of it and glad to uh, have my role in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, and that's how like that's like I started to feel about it too. Like of course, like I guess like once you like the more you get into doing music, you start to realize like that everybody got their own thing. Everybody got their own like way of doing things. So it's like you respect it. Like it's like you can't be mad at another man if they feeding their family off this or this what they choose to do. So it's like that's how I feel about it too. Like everybody just different. I feel like it's a lot of different things in the city that's starting to get more notoriety. Like there's more people that's starting to get noticed more and more, more and more. But it's like
Yeah.
they start to realize that like it's a whole nother like world here, like outside of the people that's like Or like
Yeah.
it's like it's way more like you get what I'm saying, like because some people get caught up in saying like I guess like about the DMV flow stuff like that, right? But I'm like, bro, like it's so many more of us that's here that got like flows or like schemes or just like they do their things way differently. It's fine. Like every place got their had their sound. You get what I'm saying? Like Atlanta wasn't always Atlanta. LA wasn't
Right.
always LA. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody had their trial and error. They didn't just pop up like popping like that. They had to go through their ups and downs. So it's like I feel like the city and stuff is really getting to that point. It took us some time, but it is what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I
Mm-hmm.
fuck with it. I've been here since the beginning of the whole movement, like Ja, like you know what I'm saying, from all the way from when Black Indian was Ja doing this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Ivan T, Nitty Records out of Trinidad, Chocolate City Records. That's like my
You
family
give
for
me
real.
you give me on game about stuff. Like a lot of my folks on the live and stuff too, that's artists too. So you getting all of us hip about other little stuff that we didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, U Street, Bar 9, you know what I'm saying? There was so much going on
Mm-hmm.
back then, young. Like it was I mean, the streets was crazy back then. I can't even put it into words. Like it's a book worth of shit. You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit.
So
Fat
it's crazy.
Trail when he was skinny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wale before the dreads. You feel what I'm saying? Like um, the DMV before the DMV. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
DC before the gentrification. You feel
Yeah,
what
man, I
I'm saying?
miss them days, man. I was still in school around
Real.
that time though, for real. So like when all that was still like going on, because I ain't really started making music until like what I ain't really started making music for probably like 2012, like really like getting my feet like wet with it, like figuring it out and stuff. But I say like
Yeah.
2015 is when I really like started. But like I remember certain stuff like well when I saw Trill was already big. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
at certain shows and like
You said
being at
2012, huh, man?
huh?
You said 2012, huh, man?
Yeah, it was like 2012, 2013. It was like around that
Yeah.
time. And like
Okay.
when they was having shows at Everlasting Cafe and stuff like that, like that's
Right,
the
right.
type of stuff. Yeah, that's what I was like around for. But even in that time, like I was still trying to figure it out. And then ever since then, like I just kept pushing, and this got me to where I am as far as like certain things. Like I still feel like there's more stuff that I gotta learn. It's still more stuff that I want to like actually do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I'm thankful for even you know what I'm saying? Like I'm thankful for even doing half of the stuff that I did. You know what I'm saying? Or just meeting certain people that I met because I realized I remember where it wasn't nobody looking for nothing that I ever made. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
remember it was just like like one or two people that knew that I was like starting to rap. You get what I'm saying? Or showing interest in just like art, just in general. So like, shit, I'm thankful for it all. I'm thankful for everything that's going on. So,
Then,
and
then
I
the
know
best
once they, oh, you go ahead.
the best thing that all that taught me is that as a businessman, right, or as
Mm-hmm.
an entrepreneur, period, right, you can have any product, and if you believe in that product, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
that you created, the people that support you, they gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
No.
Shit, because even when I say like when I first like when you think about everybody really know how to mix all their music like that, especially if you was like trying it on your own. Shit,
Right.
it was people rocking with my stuff like when my stuff wasn't even mixed correctly. So it's like
Mhm.
like that's a real true statement right there as far as that like they gonna rock with it
Me too,
regardless.
though.
Huh?
My earlier stuff, it wasn't mixed or mastered. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All the way up until like I got with Kenny Burns in Studio 43.
Mm-hmm.
Then my stuff started being sounding polished. You know what I'm saying? My content even got polished a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, like I started making like real songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the people that been rocking with me, they was rocking with me since I had a CD with
Mm-hmm.
no mixtape cover. I got my CD with Magic Marker on the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Man, so it's just crazy. But like
there you
looking
go.
back at it, like would like looking back at it, is it anything that you wish you could change, or you would just do everything the same way?
Um, I wouldn't change nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just like feel the same way. I don't think I would have changed nothing, man. Like, even though it was some BS, like it'd be BS that come with it, but it's like I don't think I wouldn't have changed it either. Like,
Then it was God's will. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like, I can't outdo God at all. So whatever happens,
Mm-hmm.
that was God's will for real, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't even go back and redo His work. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
um, nah, I don't live with no regrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
just blessed for the present and being able to create a new future. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
That's
some real
that's a
shit
little
right
bit
there.
of control that I got. We can't even control the past. All
Mm-hmm.
we can do is control a little bit of the future that we think we gonna have. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right.
Feel me?
So it's like, um, so what you got? Like, what you planning on working on next? Like, is it another project in the making, or you just like,
Yeah, I got another project coming out. Me and Kev Brown on the jump.
mm-hmm.
Kev Brown, legendary producer from the area, from Palmer Park, on the cultural record train. I'm one of the I'm only fucking with city folk. I'm only wear clothes from the city. I
Mm-hmm.
only wear, like, you know what I'm saying? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, 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 uh. I try to, like, the cultural record mentality is like all money in. Like I said, it's the Black Wall Street
Yeah,
mentality. You know what I'm saying? So with these projects, that's what I'm encouraging people to be entrepreneurs, and I'm encouraging people to spend money with the entrepreneurs that they know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Facts. Bringing
So
money
that
back to everybody. Bringing back money back
right,
to the city.
right. So that's like unconsciously we've already boycotted the
Mm.
corporations that ran by our oppressors. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We don't need to do that every time something happens. Like back in the day when they boycotted the buses for a year
yeah,
and decided to walk every day. No, that's a given. We already boycotting y'all anyway because we gonna start our
mm.
own anyway, and y'all
Yeah.
already xed out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's a mentality that I want to promote. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that we can just have more power. You know what I'm saying?
And then half of
Because
the shit that people be buying, like as far as like Gucci and all that shit be trash. Like I ain't never
yeah,
got caught
yeah.
up in it because it never been me. That shit trash, man.
I feel you. I feel you. I like it. You know what I'm saying? He's the Dapper Dan jump. He
Hmm.
black, so I'm supporting. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I'm shocked. I had watched this interview on the Breakfast Club and stuff and everything. Like, if it's somebody that's black that made it, then I'm all for it as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like the hoodie I got on, my man Joe Levin made it and stuff, whatever not. So, like, I be rocking with like certain brands and stuff like that.
Yeah, I only wear like city shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Until somebody from DC make glasses, I don't know
Yeah,
nobody from the city that make glasses. But if somebody from
yeah,
the city make
yeah.
glasses,
Nah,
I'm
I don't know
buying.
nobody from the city that make
Somebody from the
glasses.
city make shoes that's of a quality that I like. I'm getting them
Hmm.
jumps. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
until then, museum, my shit, cultural corporate museum. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I feel you.
there's Jai like Mannery Day for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or my man Popular. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Popular
Hmm.
store DC. Follow them. Like, this shit out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So
more so what it's about now too. Like certain friends of mine, like they getting stuff in order and stuff too. My girl, she doing stuff as far as like selling sage and all that type of stuff and crystals and incense, like getting people more into that. So it's like a little bit of everybody doing a little bit of everything for real, for real. Yeah, yeah, he already hip. Yeah, he already hip. So it's like, yeah,
definitely.
like it's like that's what it's mostly about. Cause like it was a conversation. It's like it's already a lot of black businesses that's already like starting for like if you think about like on MLK and stuff. A friend of mine was giving me a game about it. I was like, shit, we could start our own Black Wall Street. Like, what's stopping us from doing that? I just more so feel as though like it gotta be a certain like thing and like play like protecting us so it won't happen. The events of what happened at first won't repeat itself. Like of course we got everything. They got everything from us. If you think about it, whether it be like the swag, like how we just do everything in general. So
That's
if we
why it's
was
culture over corporate, because the
yeah,
corporations can't do nothing without the culture. Without stealing
yeah.
from us,
Mhm.
from slang to swag to clothes to
Mhm.
food to
that we make
You
their
name it.
clothes
You know what
popular.
I'm saying?
We make their clothes popular. Like black people made Gucci popular. Black people made
Target,
Polo
even down
popular.
to Target, man.
Yeah.
Renamed it Target and all that. Like, we did
hmm
that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, we need to be conscious of our power and
hmm
control it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
control our own power. You know what I'm saying? And
hmm
and, and if we don't control our own power, the other people that possess power, they not gonna respect us. It's almost gonna be like we don't even deserve to be respected because we're not willing to stand up, stand our own ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the nigga even look at his own homie like, damn, bro, I come to your defense, but like you gotta come to your defense sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true. That's real
Yeah,
true.
y'all fight one on one. If you getting jumped, then I'ma jump in. But you gotta fight one
hmm
on one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't
hmm
fight for you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it'll be a thing
All the
like you
time.
expected me to. Yeah, you expected me to fight for you all the time.
You see that's something that we learn young. It's coming up like that.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So it's like self defense, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm Muslim. In the Quran, and Jones say
hmm
that that self defense is prescribed for the oppressed people.
Yeah.
Prescribed. You know what I'm saying? So boom, when I look at people like Malcolm X, that makes sense to me. Or Martin Luther King, that makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really took it to them peoples. And the real leaders is not gonna be entertainers and rappers and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
hmm
not even gonna be. It's gonna be the people that have dedicated their life to knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
in a free time, they kept sharpening that sword in their free time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Getting better and better.
So yeah, intellectually though, not
hmm
more so getting better and better with their skill. Because then you got certain things will make shit irrelevant. Getting
Yeah.
better and better with your raps is irrelevant when you know the world's coming to end. But rap, what the
Yeah.
fuck relevant is that? You know what I'm saying? The world's coming to end tomorrow. You
hmm
a hot rapper? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. That shit don't matter.
At that point, it's going to be about the knowledgeable, the niggas with
hmm
actual knowledge that can adapt in any moment. Because the knowledge that we got possesses us to be like water. You feel what I'm saying?
hmm
Without that knowledge, we can't be like water. We're not going to be able to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Almost like when you think of the martial arts and you think of
Yeah.
MMA. MMA is the mixed martial arts because
Yeah.
these are all styles combined so that you can adapt in
To different styles.
any circumstance. So whether you on the ground grappling, you can adapt. Whether a nigga trying to put you on the chokehold, up a nigga coming at you with the kick,
hmm
you can adapt. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah,
that.
them kicks be serious though, but I get what you mean. Them kicks be serious as shit though.
Right. But that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like in that sense, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dog. Everything, man.
Yeah, we probably gonna have to have a part two to one of these, man, because I feel like it's a lot. It's a lot more to like talk about, like other like questions and stuff too, just in general, just like the type of person you seem like you is, and I like to like
Yeah.
listen and get new
Yeah.
information and stuff too. So, but I
Yeah.
appreciate you for getting on the live and stuff and everything, and like chopping up with me, even though like we've been following each other for a minute,
No
because like it
doubt.
was like I was mentioning earlier, because you know Tragic Mode, don't you?
Yeah, this my brother, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I met Tragic when we was doing a competition, probably like in I don't even remember what year it was.
Uh-huh.
It was this little thing called I think it was like DMV Idol or something like that. So basically, it was rappers and singers that basically had to compete. So when I actually seen Mo in person, like he was like, Mo, you my man, son. But like we had to compete, and like ever since then, me and him just been real cool and stuff like that. So that night when I actually did meet you in person and stuff or whatever, not it was when we was at Tacoma or whatever not. So that's why I met you up. But we ain't really get to like chop it up like that though. So, but I appreciate chopping it up with you, man, and like talking to you and like learning more about you. So, anything you want
Likewise.
anybody to know as far as like,
Man, Culture Over Corporate, the album is out right now. Send a nigga my bio. Or you can go to
mm,
cultureovercorporate.com. I got the merch, I got the t-shirts, I got the hats, man. I got the CMOs, purple CMOs, gold CMOs. Holla at
mm,
me, man. And make sure y'all get out there and support black businesses. Because that's how we gonna um, combat the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? Economically, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And setting up that castle for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Building our network, building that new family, almost like how
Mm-hmm.
the Italian concept of having families, and these families support each other with the structure that those individual families have built. We
Yeah.
gotta like take on the mentality of our oppressors, but make it for positive outcomes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their mentality, they use it and they abuse it and they use it for negative. You know what I'm saying? And it's like almost the herb. You can use a knife to feed people.
Yeah.
You can use a knife to heal a person. Doing some surgical type shit, or
Mm-hmm.
use a knife to kill a person. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Facts.
like, what is you gonna do with the knowledge? You know what I'm saying? Because knowledge is a weapon, but it's like, what is you gonna do with it? As we can see, the oppressors of the world, they abuse knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
exploit it. You know what I'm saying? They misuse it. They abuse it. They fabricate information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how are we gonna come up with new things to really combat that, and then like put more positivity out into the world? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Real life.
I want. Oh, you go
But yeah, the album in the link in my bio too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure
ahead.
you get
I want to thank everybody that's on that, you know what I'm saying, came on the live and stuff. I want to shout out to OurCity DC for letting us do this tonight too.
yeah.
My actual rap name is S.C. Maldy. Southside Blues are now. Y'all can check it out on my page and stuff. The Stash EP out, and I'm working on another project as we speak. So more stuff coming soon, and everybody be safe and stay blessed, man. Thanks again.
Stank. Peace, y'all.
All right.
You know it. Go.